What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing today? I know it's been a while since I post, and I feel like I keep lying to y'all because I keep telling y'all every time I'ma post consistently, I never do. So sorry about that. It's just that I've been having a lot of I'm very tired right now. It is, what time is it? It is 6:26 right now, right? So luckily, I think I'm gonna start recording in the mornings because I do get up early, like 5 a.m. and my bus don't be here until 34 minutes, so I don't gotta walk out the house until 26 minutes is over. So I'm here now, and this video is pretty much about why communication is very important, whether you in a relationship, a friendship, or any type. Communication is very important, because I would say that for the past few months I went through some situations with family, friends, whereas though I feel as though communication is very important. And I always tell people, right, to me, in my opinion, communication is important, even though I struggle with it myself. My dad can tell you, like, I struggle a little bit to open up, just a little bit, but I think we all need to learn better communication skills, because your actions, right, can definitely, like I said in a few videos ago, your actions can definitely hurt the other person without you knowing. Sorry, Baltimore accents. Well, not that, but anyway, yeah. Your actions can definitely hurt the other person without you knowing, and it can definitely affect the other person in ways you never, like, it can really, like, impact that person, because you never know how somebody feels about you, especially when you start developing feelings, get what I'm saying, and somebody just kind of disappear and ghost you in a way. And I mean, that can feel like hurt, and it's like at times you can resent that person. You feel like they took advantage of you. You wonder, like, if you did something wrong, because it's like they kind of communicate with everybody else, but it seemed like the issue that person truly had, it seemed like the only person they truly has a problem with is you. Get what I'm saying? So that's why it's like, it's kind of hurtful. And I know it's probably even adults that's going through situations like this. I had to learn, how to let some things go, right? Learning that and I'm still in that process of healing from somebody, but it's like you kind of sometimes hold on to hope, being like, I hope they come back, or sometimes you're afraid of letting go. But like my family was telling me, even friends, don't hold on to somebody that don't want to communicate with you, or kind of just put you off as distance, which is fine. That's something you just have to accept in life. And I'm still, I would say, 85% healed, because I also learned that you don't want to stay stuck, because while you sitting here, you talking about it, talking out your feelings and stuff, that person went on about their life. They not even thinking about you, worried about you right now. So it's like, it's definitely best to let yourself heal, but don't stay stuck in it, because that person has 10 out of 10 move on, while you here and you still hurt by the pain. And that's why I say communication is definitely very important, especially in our generation, because like I said, you can end up hurting the other person feelings without you knowing. It can definitely have an effect on you. And one thing I want to say too is that you don't want to lead a person on, and then you're not big enough to really act on it, or anything, whether that's romantically or anything. You don't want to lead the other person on, because then that can definitely have an effect on them. Get what I'm saying? So it's like, you definitely, it's going to keep, like, it kept me in wonders. I'm like, well, dang, did I do something again? Well, I ain't do nothing at all, but it's like, did I do something? What did I do? But then I realized I can't put myself at self-guilt. Get what I'm saying? At times, you just have to let things be. You have to, if you know you truly ain't do nothing, you was, a mature person out of the whole thing, and they decide not to be in your life anymore, then that's okay. Some things are not meant to last forever. Not everything's supposed to go on forever. They can still support you from a distance, and sometimes that's probably better. And I always take it better as though we're still young, so not everything is going to align. We're going to meet so many new people in our lifetime, regardless of who we are, and we just gonna find better people. I mean, if that person do come back, I always say don't hold a grudge towards them. You can understand them, but also set boundaries and put things in place, saying like, this is not what I'm gonna accept or anything. That's what I'm learning too. Like I said, you still sometimes have that little hope, like, what if they do come back? What if they might come back? But you have to get that out of your mind, especially if months went by. You got to, because you're just going to lead yourself into disappointment more. And that's why I realized, well, yes, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I'm still a little hurt, but I'm not going to dwell on it. Nothing is worth dwelling on it. And you can't chase a relationship, whether that's a friend or a partner or what. You can't chase it. If somebody decides not to be in your life anymore, let them. Sometimes it can be for the best, and maybe they might not realize it now, or they might not even realize it at all. But you always gotta have that mindset of, maybe they just want to miss out, because I know I'm a great person. At least I'm learning that I'm a great person. And like I said, I have my flaws. That's, I'm nothing perfect. Like, sometimes I like to argue with my friends on purpose. As jokingly, of course, but on purpose. I like to argue, and I just want to say, like, it's nothing wrong with just being yourself. So many people take me seriously, whereas though a lot of people say I'm very mature for my age, and yeah, well, yes, that is true. Some things I feel like I miss out on by not being able to be a kid all the way. But I always say, like, I like to have fun. Don't take anything I say personal. That's truly not me. I always just like to have a fun character. That's all. And sometimes, like I said, you can be too good for that person. You never know, and they just think distance is best. And if being acquaintances and stuff like that is better, just let it be and respect that person. Y'all can still have, a love for each other, like, as far as, like, you still support them from a distance, they still support you from a distance. But also, I want to just let you know, it's just that, in my opinion, I feel as though it's better to communicate that with the other person, instead of, like, just ghosting them, because that can really hurt the other person without, like I said before, without you knowing. And it's like, it kind of looks selfish on your part, because you left that other person sitting there with all the emotions and feelings. You hardly had that mindset, well, like, oh, they ain't gonna care. But no, deep down they did, especially when things was starting to develop and stuff. And it is definitely best to really, like, just communicate that. Like, if you gotta tell this person, hey, I think it's best that we stay this, tell them. It might hurt them, but tell them. And also, I'm still at the age where as though I'm figuring myself out and stuff like that, and I'm still trying to figure so many things out. But also, remember that we all are still young. I wouldn't hold this against this particular person or anybody in the future. I'm too good for that. And I always have a forgiving heart, because sometimes forgiveness is not for them, it's for you. And it's okay to possibly give them their chance, but start off slow. Be acquaintances, because you don't want to end up hurt again. And like I said, sometimes it's best to just leave some things alone. Y'all can cherish the moments y'all had together. the memories and stuff. But sometimes it's just best to leave people where they at and meet them halfway. If they don't meet you halfway, hey, leave it alone. And like, they don't, some things just don't need closure. Some things don't need a final conversation and stuff like that. It might make my brain or your brain feel better, but some people just can't communicate that. And that's why I tell everybody, if you haven't struggled with communicating, it's best to go to therapy, emotional therapy, any therapy, can definitely help you, because you don't want to get in the real world and this is still an issue. Many adults still struggle with that, and you want to end up hurting a lot of people. And karma is very real, and so somebody give you that energy back, yeah, you say you don't care, you pretend everything is fine, but deep down it's really not, because you're hurt. And that's just my message for this morning. I'm gonna try to post more daily. Like I said, I just been very busy. I'm very tired. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but that's my message for y'all today. So I definitely appreciate all of y'all that support me and continue supporting me. As always, comment down below of what videos y'all would like to see. Any videos, suggestions, I would love. DM me anything. And as always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next video on the road to 400 subscribers, and I will catch y'all in the next video. I'm out.